What's up, everyone? So, I just kind of want to talk to you guys before we start the podcast for this week. And I'm really not going to edit this part out because I kind of feel like we just really need to be authentic about the shit, to be quite honest with you. So, I don't want anybody that listens to today's episode of the podcast to think that I am being blissfully ignorant about what transpired this week. Roe versus Wade being overturned. And with that being said, I just want to be open and honest with you guys that I never, ever wanted to be a political commentator or a political person. That's never what I ever sought out to be. I don't see myself ever going into that direction. And with that being said, the point of what I do and what I've always wanted to do was to distract everyone from this shit called life. To give you, if it's 30 minutes, 45 minutes, an hour, 2 hours, to just walk away from the world just a bit, just to take a little bit of a break. I've been doing this, it'll be 4 years in 2018. September 2018 will be 4 years that I've been doing some form of being an entertainer for like 4 years. I don't know if I am an entertainer or not. Like, you can find a different adjective. I really don't care. Public figure, I don't know. But I just don't want y'all to think that I'm not aware what's going on and that I don't care. I want you guys to see. I just want you guys to have a break, if that's okay with you. And if it's okay with you, let's shit on some people today. Let's have some laughs, and let's have a good time. Now, if you guys want a political episode, that's fine. I'm giving you guys the out right now. You can leave. You don't have to listen to the rest of this podcast. It's fine. I get it. I understand. You guys want answers. You guys want to see who agrees and disagrees with you, and you want to know what everyone's political opinion about that. And that's fine. You have every right to do that. But for me, in what I do, I want us to have a little fun. Okay? I just want us to have a little fun. And I hope you guys will laugh with me. Alright, so done with the serious shit. Let's go. 'Cause I'm a bad bitch. What's up, everyone? This is another episode of For the People in the Back podcast. I'm your host, the Phoenix Diva, or you can call me Diva. And this is a podcast with people that can never afford the first row, but always the standing section in the back. You are appreciated. Oh my God. There has been like a huge fuckery of a throwback that happened this week. A huge fuckery of a throwback. And let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, I have been ha-ha-haing. I even just made up a word. I have been ha-ha-haing this whole goddamn for the last couple of days. I have been kicking in the air, laughing at this bullshit. Oh my word. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, so this is going back since COVID. They decided to do a thing, and I think it's, excuse me if I'm wrong, I think it's Timbaland that's part of it, but it's called Verzus. And basically what it is that you have two artists, and then they go and they do some sort of a battle by single to single or hit by hit, and whoever wins the verses. So there was the notorious one between Snoop Dogg and DMX, and they're saying DMX won, which I'm like, I kind of feel like hip hop won. I would say that is a really, really good verses. Even though I didn't know all the songs, I love the Snoop Dogg and DMX one, especially since he passed away a few months afterwards. But that was actually a really, really good verses. There was like another really great verses. It was Monica versus Brandi. I think Brandi won that one, and I thought that one was really, really great. And there was one with Ashanti and Carrie Hilson. Lord Jesus, what's her name? Oh, I'm gonna get it, you guys. I'm gonna get it. I feel so bad. I actually had to Google it. It was Ashanti versus Keisha Cole, and Ashanti won. And this is the thing about Versus. It can be kind of like a public spectacle. Sometimes it has millions of people in there and the comment section's lit. Sometimes celebrities are fighting with each other in the comment section. Like there was one Versus where T.I. was threatening people while the live was going because it's streamed on Instagram Live. Like, it's always a shit show. I don't think there's ever been a Versus where it's been perfectly normal and everything works well, even though we've been doing this for like way over a year now. But Versus has always been a shit show, and it will remain a shit show, and it's a shit show we all love. And the fact that it's free, who gives a shit? It's a fucking wonderful distraction of a shit show. So, moving on to this Versus. So, this Versus had Mario versus Omarion. Omarion was in a boy group called B2K, and then he went solo. Mario has always been a solo R&B artist. So, before they took the stage, I don't know why Versus did this. They decided to have an undercard that included Ray J, Bobby Valentino, Little Sammy, and Pleasure P, and then Jeremiah was there. And let me tell you, I saw the clips and none of them could sing. It was so bad. It was so bad. And so there's this like clip of Brandi looking like a proud mom seeing her little brother singing with the phone. And at first, she's really excited to see Ray J singing. And Ray J is trying to sing One Wish, and it didn't really work out too well. The vocals was absolutely horrible, and I read this. So this could only, what I'm describing to you guys is the beauty of Black Twitter. So, Brandi, right underneath Ray J's comments. Ray J wrote, "Oh, it's like that? Y'all wrong. At Mr. Commodore. It's gonna be this kind of day. I see. LOL, I'm dead." And then he tags Timbaland, Timbaland, and then Swizz Beatz. And then did hashtag like One Wish. By the way, everything that I'm talking about is showing. Like, I will put it in the description. So, Brandi put underneath this. So, instead of this being, a private conversation, Brandi writes this. "Bro, Pops told me you didn't drink none of the tea I made for you. It told me you were talking all day when I specifically said don't talk. Only drink water and the special tea I made for you at 4 a.m. Caught red-handed. If I had one wish, is for you to listen to me. Lord have mercy, I love you, but we're going to have a serious conversation when I'm off of vocal rest." So then Ray J deleted the comment. So then Brandi writes the comment again. This is Brandi on Instagram. "Since we deleting comments, I will comment again. Bro, Pops told me that you didn't drink none of the tea I made for you. He also told me that you were talking all day when I specifically said no talking and only drink water in the special tea I made for you at 4 in the freaking morning. God, if I had one wish, you would listen to your big sis sometimes, especially for Versus, but I'm hot as," and it has a flaming emoji. Lord have mercy, shake my head. "When I get off of vocal rest, we're going to have a serious conversation, and I'm going to screenshot this comment in case you tried to delete again, and I will post it again." But no, there are so many clips of Ray J singing One Wish, and I can't play any of it for you because everything I'm talking about is copyrighted music. But all the clips, all this foolery, it will be in the description. It's lit. It's lit. There was one part where when Ray J was really struggling singing "If I Have One Wish," holding his baby. And then Bobby Valentino, Sammy, and I think it was Pleasure P are in the corner like they've at a Baptist church harmonize it for the first time in their life in like probably in like 10 years, going, one wish, one wish, one wish. And you could see Ray J completely angered that they basically sang his song better than he could sing it. It was a nightmare. So that was just the undercard. Then it goes Omarion versus Mario. And let me tell you, Omarion's voice didn't show up to Versus either. He was dancing. He was for sure dancing, you know, but the voice didn't show up. Then he brought Tank on stage, and Tank was singing for Omarion. I don't know what song it was, but Tank was even singing for him. And it wasn't even Tank's goddamn verses. It was Omarion's verses. Like, Omarion, you're supposed to be going against Mario, and you're bringing out Tank to help you sing? Lord Jesus. So then Mario, being the petty Virgo he is, he just went in there and just, you know, completely obliterated it. His voice sounds fantastic. You don't even have to know a lot of Mario songs, but just listening to his voice is just enough. And to me, that's the only person who won in all of this is Mario. R&B took a huge L in this versus. A huge fucking L. And the memes are lit. The memes are lit. There's so many more reaction stuff. Like, oh my God. Like, I added so much to my bookmark. It was insanity. Now, I did find an article from the New York Post. Like, in my mind, they had to find a black person to, like explain what the fuck this was. Also, in the description, I'll be posting videos, YouTube videos that actually break this down some more. I'll probably like show some of these clips on my Twitch stream on Monday. So, but like I said, I can't really show anything because of copyright claims and things like that. Because like these are all copyright songs, you know what I mean? So like, if I play one snippet, like it's done, like this podcast gets claimed, like all over, like it's just not worth it. So, this is Omarion and Mario's chaotic versus battle sets Twitter on fire. You thought I was kidding. If music lovers had one wish, that's Ray J's song. Oh my God. It'd be that Omarion and Mario's versus battle was it such a shit show? What is this article? Frustrated fans of early 2000s R&B took up their virtual torches and pitchforks on Twitter Thursday, bashing the hours-long live stream face-off between two vocal giants. The chaotic event, held at the Novo Theater in downtown Los Angeles, started with an ill-fated performance by a seemingly inebriated seemingly inebriated Ray J 41 and ended with several sour musical notes. Y'all thought I was shitting, y'all. I wasn't. I would never lie to you guys. That was 4.5 hours of pure chaos, and we sat here and watched all 4.5 hours. Tweeted a disgruntled viewer. This versus is a shit show. LMFAO wrote another. The highly anticipated toe-to-toe between Let Me Love You crooner Mario 35 and B2K member turned soloist Omarion 37 opened with a unhinged showcase featuring Ray J and soulful singers Bobby Valentino 42, Pleasure Pete 37, is Sammy 35. For people that don't know who Sammy is, by the way, if you don't know anything about R&B in the early 2000s, you're not going to know any of these people. And I just don't have time to explain who everybody is. They're all R&B singers. We all liked them in the early 2000s. But Sammy, some of y'all might know it. Do you remember this song? I like the way you look at me. I like the time we spend, baby. Yeah, that was Little Sammy. But he goes by Sammy now. I didn't know Sammy continued to sing. By the way, I still play that Little Sammy record. That record is everything. Don't get it twisted. Okay? The collection of hit makers each belted out their most chart toppers, including Mrs. Officer. That was when Bobby Valentino did the chorus for Lil Wayne. Grind With Me. That was when Pleasure P was with Pretty Ricky. Which, you want to know why Teen Pregnancy was fucking up. It's because of that damn Pretty Ricky record. Jesus. If you, honestly, if you are having issues in the bedroom, get you and your significant other and play some goddamn Pretty Ricky. That will fix that shit up real quick. Real quick. And it says, Grind With Me and I Like It. That was the song that I just sang earlier. However, Ray Day's edition of his 2005 hit, One Wish, left online audience members wishing he never picked up the microphone. Oh my God, this is great. Ray J needs his one wish to be some singing lessons, cause what happened? LOL. Okay, Ray J needs his one wish to be some singing lessons, cause what happened? LOL, joked another virtual tomato thrower. My God. The tough crowd on Twitter went to turn its talons on Omarion once he and Mario took the stage for their main event matchup. Music enthusiasts condemned the touch crooner for failing to meet their high expectation. Omarion ain't sounding like he's supposed to. Like he got hits, but the notes is a miss, tweeted a detractor. Omarion definitely embarrassed himself, and Mario definitely hit them notes, said another. Social media fault finders visually blasted the Bump Up Up singer for inviting his younger brother, Orion, 35, on stage to join him in eating a watermelon. There's nothing you could say to me, Omarion, that would tell me why it was okay for you to eat a watermelon like that. That was some coonery. I don't get it. I really don't get it. That was like the most confusing shit. If you are sober, God help you. I really hope you were not sober when you thought of that. However, the ill-conceived stunt, which was meant to be a seductive simulation of the siblings performing oral sex on women, failed to wow skeeved spectators. Wait, so that was supposed to be you? As a woman, and what I'm seeing right now, I'm not impressed with the skills. I'm not impressed with the skills. I'm not. Could have kept that at home. Omarion really brought his brother on stage to eat a watermelon with him, while Mario just got on stage with a voice and skin like butter and just romanced us with his singing, remarked a viewer. This versus, and Mario was calling him Omari Melon throughout the whole, after that incident, by the way. This versus was embarrassing. Mario showcasing his vocals, his stage presence. Omarion lost me with that damn watermelon, agreed another. Mario was ultimately hailed the champion of the battle, and the Just a Friend 2002 luminary celebrated his landslide victory with a series of taunting Instagram posts, teasing Omarion over his humiliating defeat. Yeah, what they're saying is this is the first versus where it was a landslide. Now, typically with versus, it's like some odd points dash some odd points. So it's like 2 to 3, 4 to 5, because you're going hits by hits. It's never a landslide. It's never like a brutality. Like, this is the biggest brutality in versus history. There was no room to say hip hop won or this is a good day, people are going to do well after this. No, like I said, the only one that's okay is Mario. Now, yeah, was Tank brought out? Yeah, he was. But Tank, he said it himself. He's like, this ain't my verses, and he left the stage. So Tank don't want nothing to do with this verses. Not at all. Tank, excused himself, rightfully so. Because Tank can sing too, so. And then I heard Jeremiah was up there singing, and he couldn't sing for shit also. Fucking mess. Alright, let's go to, we'll just say this is the final topic. Let's go. So, you guys, for the people that don't know, for the people in the back, there is a What If comic series. And they did one with Miles Morales, if he was Thor. And when this first came out, yet again, I am that girl that everyone fucking goes to if they have a race question. Which, again, it's fine. I just want to let y'all know I'm that girl. So, I first see this Miles Morales Thor thing, and the context of what this was sent to me as when the panels were originally leaking, I did not see anything racist. I didn't at the time. The only quote I saw without really seeing the panel of the quote was Miles saying, "This is my hood," which that's really not a derogatory term. There's plenty of rap songs, talking about this is my hood, this is my block, and things like that. This is my street. So, no, I don't think it's really derogatory to say this is my hood. Like, this is where I come from. Like, this is my zip code. Like, this is my area code. Like, that's just representing the block. You know what I mean? Like, Beanie Siegel. He named his name because he used to live on Siegel Street. And people in his community were like, shout out the block, shout out the block. So he was like, I'll always shout out the block. I have the block on my name. Beanie Siegel from Siegel Street. So that's really not that uncommon for people to say hood and things like that. And for people that don't know, Miles Morales, he's Black Latinx. Some people are saying he's Puerto Rican. Some people are saying he's Dominican, but he's Black and Dominican or Black and Puerto Rican. So that's basically it. So this is the fourth one of the What If series. Now this is the issue. The other What If series that were doing the whole Miles Morales things, they were all people of color that was doing it. This is the only one that we have someone that is not black. He is a Mexican Jew. He is not black. And he wrote this shit. And when this shit first came out, and by the way, I did purchase a copy of the comic and I did stream me reading this copy of the comic. It is racist. It's 100% racist. I will tell you one thing I saw that was I felt like was completely racist. So Asgard, that's where Thor lives. So Asgard is in New York. And there is nothing but graffiti and trash and it's completely dirty. There's shoes hanging. So it's okay, so because this is a black person and this is his Asgard, it's dirty. And then their Rainbow Bridge, underneath, the water wasn't even clean in one panel. It was like a sewage. So the connotation that a black person and his throne room is full of graffiti, dirt, shoes hanging up on this, on the telephone wires, that's some racist ass shit. There was a lot of problematic panels on there. So this guy, I'm not going to pronounce his first name because I can't pronounce it. His last name's Mercado, has apologized for inauthentic writing in What If Miles Morales Thor issue and pledges to donate his pay to charity. Now, to be clear, when somebody was calling him out for one of these racist panels, he wrote, I should have added more upskirt shots, then you would have loved it.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
So, yeah, they were really doing the most. Even with Thor's dad, they put Thor's dad in Tim's. It was just racist. Like, all we needed was, like, a drug bust, and it would have been a complete circle. Like, honestly. Like, it was just completely racist. So, this is the article. It'll be posted in the description. Miles Morales, what if? Writer apologizes for inauthentic writing, donates pay to charity. Writer, not pronounced his first name, Mercado, has apologized for inauthentic writing in Marvel's What If. Miles Morales, number 4, and has pledged to donate his pay for the issue to a New York City charity. Mercado posted an apology on his Twitter account saying, I've taken the last few days to step back and listen, and I acknowledge your criticism for my recent issue of What If Miles Morales was Thor. While I've lived in a different experience through my own Jewish and Mexican background, I still know inauthenticity hurts, and I'm sorry this failed on the front. I appreciate hearing and learning from my Black and Puerto Rican comic peers and hope to use this moment to help promote better authenticity. I'm also going to donate what Marvel paid me to the Brooklyn Book Bodega, which works to build literacy and get more books to kids in the NYC. What if Miles Morales' alternate reality takes set in a world where Miles becomes Thor instead of Spider-Man? Released on June 15th, the issue was written by Mercado and illustrated by Paco Medina and Luigi Zagira. Quickly proved to be controversial as fans posted thoughts on social media, what they viewed as racist and harmful depiction of the Black community, which I agree. Common criticism specifically revolved around a line stating, of all the fine realms, Asgard is my hood. Which I said, it wouldn't have been that bad if they didn't have the panel that they had. The panel is what made it worse. I didn't really personally have an issue with that. Here's another one, Hammer Time, and more. Marvel thought this was acceptable. So far, Miles has mostly been handled by non-Black people, and his most successful launches by white people primarily. Twitter user Sailor Scout Austin loves vampires sent a thread, so they have no clue. They think this is positive representation and it is a trend I am so sick of. I would say, like, another offensive thing they said was, like, by the something of Odin's fade. And the guy that they drew as Odin was bald. And he just randomly says, by Odin's fade. And there was, like, one part that sounded like a really bad rap song. I don't know what to tell you. I personally read it, and like I said, I feel like it was racist. But now, there was, like, a lot of problematic stuff in there. So they have no clue. They think this is positive representation, and is a trend I'm sick of. When approached about this, the writer responded with the kind of maturity you expect, and has largely ignored another criticism, and is posting as if this is not happening. Marvel's What If? Miles Morales series began in March. Prior to the Thor issue, What If Miles Morales has reimagined the titular hero as Captain America, Wolverine, and Incredible Hulk. Releasing July 6th, What If Miles Morales 5 sees Miles' multiversal variants team up to stop an onslaught of villains. My thoughts on this? I think Mr. Mercado was not going to apologize until he was forced to apologize. I think someone from Marvel told him to apologize. I don't think he felt like he did anything wrong. I think this apology is full of bullshit. I feel like, yeah, there was plenty of valid criticism that was stated. And like he said, sorry guys. And like he said, it was people that were actually his peers. It wasn't just trolls. There was legitimate criticism and legitimate showing how this is racist as fuck. I actually saw another comic that he apparently did, and it was with Black people on it, and it was very racist to me also. So I just personally don't think this person has any business writing for anything about Black people. I think he should stick to what he knows. Please stay away from Black people. Like, if I could, like, gatekeep you from it, I would. And it's solely because this is not the first time you've done it. You have a history of doing this bullshit. So that's why. And then when you were originally called out, you didn't take it well. And so you just gotta go. Please write on things that you know about. Also, Marvel, why was this approved? Why was the art approved? There were things with the art that I felt like were racist, like Odin, Miles' dad, Odin having Tim by Odin's fade. It's Hammer time. Like, people had to approve this. So, however the approving process works with Marvel, I think you guys need to re-examine that. This should have never seen a light of day. Never seen the light of day. So, that is all the show I have for you today. I want to talk about other things too, but we ran out of time. But I hope you guys have a great weekend, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.